Welcome back to Borderlands 4. Where's my drunk buddy at? Oh, something happened. I don't know what. Oh, shield is regenerating. So last video, lots of stuff happened last video. And we're going to go over it in a minute here, as soon as I adjust my headphones. So we took out, or whatever you want to call it, explored, took out, found, discovered, this little, where is it? Down here. Ripper drill site. And the Foundry freaks. We took out the Foundry. That was a pretty brutal battle. Those guys were pretty tough. They had some pretty heavy health bars, and they were pretty tough. And since we were level 26, I guess this happens at level 25, we got firmware. Now, we now have firmware starts dropping. I guess you can get it, you can buy gear at vending machines that has firmware. I searched the internet and get some information, but God, the information just sucks. I mean, it just sucks. These guys are all concerned. These guys are at level 50, talking about firmware and what you can do with it, because apparently you can swap this to another item. Say you don't want this. Where's the firmware? Just say you don't want to use this item. Okay, you got a better shield. You can swap that firmware to another shield. But you can only do that after level 50, after you complete the game, the main campaign. Right now, you can still use the effects of these firmwares, but you may have to use it on an item that you don't like. Like, I don't want this. And firmware is only available currently on these 5 slots. Whatever you get done, it's not available on weapons. Some people think that they might put it on weapons, but I don't know if they will or not. So, the more pieces that have this rubber band man on them, like you can get up to 3 pieces, you equip them, and you have a set, and then all of these attributes are effective. Okay, like this says damage reduction is increased by 5%, lifesteal is increased by 5%. So I have those 2 things. That you could, I take one of those off. Let's say I take this. This is the rubber band man, or is this the God Killer? This is rubber band man. This is my shield. So let's switch this around. Let's put this shield back on. So when you do this, you lose one. You lose the first bar. So it just goes from the left to the right. You can't pick them individually. And this is what I wish people would tell you. Nobody says that this is how it works, that it's a set thing. You have to put 3 pieces on with Rubber Band Man to complete that set and to get all of those enhancements. Okay? So, and then we got this one. This is the God Killer. I've got that on, what's that, on my hand grenade? No, it's on this. It's on my Daedalus enhancement. Daedalus? Is that Daedalus? Yeah, okay. Which I wanted to check this out. Guns with Daedalus increase licensed parts have a 40% chance to refill your magazines. Again, I don't want this. So if I replace it with, let me see, I had a Torg one on here, I believe. We have a new Torg one. I gotta check that. I didn't check everything out. We still got 30 in the backpack. So, what is this one here? This is the one I had on. Let's put that back on. Okay. So then the last one I got is, and you'll see in the little corner right here, it tells you it has firmware. Right there. This is my grenade, which we've got to check that out too. We have this grenade, and then we have another one, very similar, right here. Level 26. Holy crap, that does 237 damage. And it has a singularity payload, and this one also says a 9 augment. Deals 232 damage per second for the duration of the singularity. And this one over here on the right, it says increases the duration of the singularity by 50%. Bloodthirsty grenade lifesteal is increased by 16%. And the grenades stick to enemies. And any that land on the ground will propel themselves to the nearest incoming enemy. So we're going to swap that out. That one does, it's a little longer to regenerate, but it lasts longer too. The radius is bigger and the damage is bigger. So we're going to swap those two out. Let's swap that out right now. Now we're going to favor this one somehow, if I can get it to do its thing. Okay, and then we're going to, let's see, what level is this one? I might keep this, level 23. Let's throw that in the bank. Okay. So, what the theory is behind this stuff, let's go back here, and I'll show you something else. No, not that. Where's one of these at? Here's one here. This one, where's another one at? They're very easy to see because they got that little thing on them. Let's drop this one. How do you drop it? Drop. Okay. How you can tell in a group of loot is this is the one that has a little sparkly. They have a little sparkly line on them. You know, whatever that is, a little thing that tells you what it is. How come my health? How come my shield keeps dropping off? I already regenerated once. So that's how you know what you got. You know it's got firmware on it. So the best thing to do... Oh, I know why, because I just swapped out my shield again. That's why. The best thing to do for me, and maybe anybody else, since you can't really mod... You can't swap it. You can't swap the firmware until you've completed the mission and it opens up the machine at your... not safe houses. They have the machines only at the... What do they call them? Sanctuaries, or they don't call them sanctuaries either. They call them something else. We only have one right now, and it's the launch pad. This place right... Where's the launch pad? Here it is. Faction Town. Okay. And you can see there's a machine there. Let's go look at the machine. And I was wondering what those machines were. They don't unlock until you complete the main campaign. So a lot of this stuff, firmware, swapping it all around, is geared towards endgame stuff. You want to farm more for good weapons and do all this stuff. And you can farm for, oh God.
Time to capitalize on their incompetence.
No, we're not going to. I don't feel like pushing any more buttons. So let's go over here. This machine, where is it? Is it in here? This machine. You can't use this. This swaps firmware out. But you can't use this until you complete the game. You complete the main campaign of the game. So, what a good thing to do for me, and maybe anybody else, I don't know, is I'm just going to bank it, because you can swap it. You know, you can swap it. Somewhere over here we can do this. Traits. Firmware. All the firmware stuff. Where is it? Here. I'm just going to stash it. Unless it's something I really want to use. No, not that. We want to stash it in the bank. So we just collect it for now. Lifeblood. Okay. This one might be the only one. This is a rubberite. No, where's the God Killer? This one could come in handy. This is a Daedalus. It refills your magazines. If you have Daedalus parts. I don't know that I have any Daedalus licensed weapons. So for now we're going to store it in here. Unless I come across something that has it. Okay, so let's put that into bank. Bank it. Okay, now we have 26. Alright, let's go back to type. A few things I want to double check here. I got rid of mostly everything. What's my money up to now? Yeah, we got rid of mostly everything. There's a few things I wanted to check. I already did. I checked the grenade. We swapped that out. Did I sell it already? I don't think I did yet. What's this? We have another Daedalus one. This here is pretty good too. So I need to see if I've got any That would be a good filter. If you got a filter for certain licensed parts, which I get, that can get a little crazy. That's why they don't do that kind of stuff. You can't really do it. Manufacturer marks. See, you really can't. Firmware. I still have something with some firmware on. What do I have? I don't have anything with firmware, do I? Oh, I still got this. How come I did? Oh, I marked it as... Let's bank it. Sorry. Alright. Man, I hope they do something with this. I don't know what, but I hope they do something with it. Okay, now we got 25. Alright, let's go back to types again. And let me see if I've still got that grenade. What is this? This is the Daedalus license part. Where's the grenades? I want to see if I still got the... Which grenade is this? I don't have 2 fire grenades, do I? It does not look like it. I got a corrosive grenade, shock grenade, or just a blasting grenade. What level is that too? That's level 22. Is this the new one? Yes, this is the... I guess I must have sold the other one then. And then we've got a cryo grenade and a radiation grenade. And then we got this Daedalus. This is Daedalus. What is this one? What is this? This isn't Daedalus. This is Torg. So let's check this out. License stickies. Deal 50% of gun damage on impact. Now we have something very similar to that. What's this one? They fire projectiles that explode on proximity. So see, that's nice. I mean, 50% of gun damage on impact is pretty good too. Which, I mean, it's plus 50%, so it kind of like, doubles your damage. Plus you got assault rifle fire rate, critical damage, sniper rifle, magazine size. That other one's just, that's only a level 17 too, and man, that one's pretty good. Gun splash damage, critical damage, status effect damage. So that one's pretty good. He was level 17. That was a good find there. And we have Torg here. Licensed parts, gain 25% damage and 100% damage radius. That is for... I might swap this one out for that one over there. No, that one has an assault rifle effect damage, which is pretty good too. If I ever use them, there's so much combinations of shit. It's nuts. This one says guns with do 50% of gun damage on impact. So this one is redundant with that one over there, except this one has shotgun status effect damage and assault rifle reload speed. So this one is, is more attuned to what I use. The shotgun and the assault rifle, I use those, a lot. So if I were to think about it, but it needs to have a Torg licensed part. So, this here, where's it at? It's over here. Nope. This it? Get rid of that one trick pony thing there. This is not it. This is it here. I mean, 50% of gun damage is pretty good. And, my shotguns, 90% of my shotguns have Torg licensed parts. Like, does this have a Torg licensed part? This has a Jacobs licensed part. But my other ones, like this one, not that one. This one? Nope. Shotgun. This one. This is a Torg, so this doesn't even matter what this one does it. Okay, so I lied. I don't have any shotguns with Torg license ports. I thought I did. Only got 2 shotguns? Unusual. Oh no, here's another one. This one has a Jacobs. Okay. Seems I have more than 9 weapons. You know? It says filter 9. What am I filtering? Anything in particular? Not filtering anything. I mean, come on. I got more than 9 weapons here. God, this system is just a mess, isn't it? Here's 7 right at the top line. We got 7 across the top. And I've got another 6 here. That's 13 weapons. So how come only 7 show up when you're over here trying to look at something? Shotgun. It's only got 9. Add it up. Just do hope to get that figured out. Okay, let's look at shotguns over here. Shotgun, 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 shotguns. Here we go. How many shotguns do I have? 1, 2, 3. I still only got 3 shotguns. And this one is a Torg. Neither one of these have Torg license parts. Have Jacobs license parts, which is pretty good on a shotgun. So this, maybe I'll just store this. Level 26 one is probably, well, this is probably better than the shotgun one. Shotgun status effect, assault rifle, reload speed. See, and I don't know, if this applies to the weapon, whether it has a Torg license part or not. I don't know. I'm never sure about that. That's very confusing. It shouldn't make the game this freaking confusing. So, let's take this. Let's bank this for now. What do I have? 25? Let's not. Let's just leave it. I'm going to mark this other one as a keeper. Alright, what else do we got? What do we don't need? What's this? This is the kill drone. That's actually a level 24. That worked pretty good. I only have 1 pistol. I should have 2 pistols. I should have more than 1 pistol. But I don't use it that much anyway, so who knows? I don't have it hooked up. What do I got hooked up? We got to rearrange all of this. Let's put the pistol back up here. That's the kill drone. Let's put the pistol back up there if I can find it in this mess. There. Put that up there. I got this. This shotgun. Let's go back with Jacob's shotgun, which was this one? No. Jacobs. Spread launcher. No, not that. Not the grenades. Maybe it's this one. Nope. Can't find it because it's not showing up here. Alright, screw it. Gotta go over here. Do this filter. I like this better. God, cut it out, game. Man, I got 3 shotguns. Okay. Is it the Jacobs one I want? This is the one I want right here. Is this a spread launcher? Critical hits will ricochet. Maybe this is the one I want. I just don't use the spread launcher that much because it's very hard to hit anybody with that. Energy disc. This is also a Jacobs. This has a Jacobs license part. This is a Jacobs. Okay, which one here is good? Which one is more fun? The energy disc is good, which is currently equipped. A spread launcher. See, this one just does more damage and it's got the critical hits already. The other one does does a hell of a lot of fire damage. Just a hell of a lot of fire damage. 423 fire damage. And if I got a Jacob's license part on there, that will ricochet also. So let's swap it out for now with this one, I think, spread launcher, because base damage is way better than this one. This is fire damage. Let's leave this one. Let's leave this one and see if I've got a Jacob's enhancement hooked up. What do I got? I got Torg. Let's put the Jacob's enhancement there. Alright, so now that we got things, you know what else I noticed too? Look at this. This is pretty cool. I just noticed this. Torg license part. Look at that. It's got a Torg. that's the frick cartridge right there. It's a Torg cartridge. I just noticed that recently when I was looking at weapons. So that this one must have the same thing on it then. Kind of, sort of, it's a little bit different. So I don't know, maybe that has something, maybe that tells you something right there. That tells you it's a Torg. It's got those freaking cartridges there. Alright, sorry. Sorry. So what do we got next? Let's look at the map. We're just out discovering stuff and taking things apart and putting them back together. And so let's see, what do we got available? Oh, we can dismantle. We have there's a mine over here we haven't done. Can we do mines? We can do mines now, I think. Auger mine? Let's go there. That's close to, is this a house? Stock room? Let's go here. Let's go see if we can do an auger mine. Again, that'll have a boss fight in there. Can I sell stuff? I still got stuff to sell. I do not. So what's this purple? This is a grenade. Cryo efficiency grenade. Let's look at that. That's worth a bunch of money, isn't it?
Good doing business with you.
I always like keeping my grenades up to date here because we're doing some damage with grenades. Where's my cryo grenade? Here. Ah, jeez. Okay, my current one's a level 19. So what is this one? This is a singularity. I really like a singularity, but artillery's good too. That's a level 19 over there, so it's getting a little regulator augment upon exploding pushes enemies away from the singularity. Well, why would you do that? What? After exploding, pushes enemies away from the singularity. Why would... That's bizarre. What's the point of that? The point of the singularity is to draw them in. I don't understand that. Upon exploding, pushes enemies away from the singularity. No, I'm going to keep the other one. Has an artillery payload. And it also has a missile augment, fires micro missiles. Okay, man, we're gonna get that other one. That's kind of stupid. Come on, game. All right, where do we want to go? We want to go here. Let's put a little mark here. This way? I think it's this way. Let's look before I start running because I always run the wrong direction. This way. There we go. Coming through. Where's the cows? There you go. Buffaloes. This guy has a just, I think this is just an ammo dump here. I don't need anything except money. This is just an ammo dump, isn't it? Now he's got something here. What's this? This is a heavy weapon. Alright, so this mine is over here somewhere. Let's see. It took a while to discover this. I was looking for this forever. Is it over here? Yeah, when I was first looking for that, I couldn't find it. It was on the map as a discoverable location, but... Really?
Orale!
Here comes the family. Where's Mom and Pop? Oh, it's just, there she is. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Alright. Thump. That was pretty good. Thump. Okay. Yeah, sorry to laugh at your demise, but, you know. That's what this game's all about, laughing at demise. So let's see if we can get in here. Now, I don't know if we can or not. Maybe I just didn't go in because I didn't want to go in. Well, let's see. Apparently we can. So what does that say? It says... Timid Kyle's neglected opening. Find entrance to the mine. Okay. Aren't we in the entrance? Oh, is it? No, it's not down there. I don't think that's it. That's just... No. That don't look like a good place to jump in. Okay, so where's the entrance to the mine? Does this sit here? What about this? Looks like something we can't do. Damn it. There's always something. You always gotta play the game. Why can't I just play the game? Okay, well, let's just call it a video here. And I'll figure that out, see what we gotta do. In a minute. So there must be some kind of a later game thing. We gotta do something else to be able to open a mine. Because we can't do it here. We can't do this. Got some kind of special thing. Alright, so if you're watching, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. See ya.